We know you as a person, but when you're on the field, you just kind of turn into a violent monster, for lack of a better term. Where does that aggression come from?
I take pride in my game. I really enjoy like imposing my will on somebody, and obviously you're able to do that on the field, but off the field you can't really do that. So I take every opportunity and chance I get to be able to do that.
How challenging for you guys? I mean, you helped block for Makai Hughes' career high 5 days prior to that game. Obviously, your legs and nothing was fresh there. Where did you guys really find it to pull it together?
Yeah, the coaches really took good care of us. He said we were going to be the freshest team, and I believe when we went out there, we were the freshest team because we practiced to such a high standard and everything. And when he gives us a little bit of leeway, we take it, but we still come with the same intentions to each block and everything like that.
Obviously, you guys have been healthier this year on the line, but it seems like you guys have really just played in concert. How, well has the coaching been and just the guys that they brought in, as well as, guys like Shadre Hurst, who played in some relief roles, but, really commands that starting spot?
Yeah, Coach Rochar and Coach McKissick have done a great job. They really prepare us each week. I know some nights they don't even go home, and some nights Coach McKissick stays up here and doesn't go to sleep. So just having that preparation for us and him showing us that much dedication just holds us to a standard and makes us give it our all because we respect him so much.
When you see Temple on film, what's maybe the first thing that stands out about their defense?
They're good. My biggest thing is a nameless faceless opponent. I mean, I don't care if we're playing an SEC team or we're playing a Division II team. You got to have the same intention. You can't go out there, take anybody lightly. They're physical. They're big up front. They're about 6'4", 290, 300, so you can't take anybody lightly, so they're a good team.
To that exact point, Temple has obviously struggled this year, and all of your goals are still in front of you. There's some really good opponents coming up in the following weeks. As a senior, do you feel like you have to have a message of, like, hey, we have to stay focused on the task at hand, or do you feel like this group gets it?
I think this group gets it. I think kind of like the Rice Week was an example of us kind of setting back a little bit, and that was not good for us, and we obviously realized that. Coming off the bye was a little bit of a struggle for us. And then I think this week we've come in with the right intention. We're holding each other accountable and to the standard.
How much pride do you take in how explosive or opportunistic this offense has been?
It's been really fun. Just being able to get into a block. We're playing as a great unit right now, and then seeing Makai break out behind you and run for 30 yards is great. And then Darian back there is controlling the offense. He's doing an outstanding job. He's allowing us to make our calls up front, and I think Vinny's doing a great job, and he's really setting the tone and telling us what we need to do.
What is it like getting back into that adjustment of you're back on your regular schedule, you're playing at a midday kick after how last week has been for you all?
Yeah, I actually I enjoy the night games, but whenever I wake up in the morning for a midday game, the first thing I do is I take an ice cold shower, kind of wake up, get the nerves rolling. I believe that helps me out a lot, and I actually sent out a message to the team the night before. Everybody take a cold shower in the morning, and now some of the guys started doing it, and they say they like it, so it's been good.
Nice.
First off, you were wrong about one thing. I covered Florida for 17 years, and they had a few guys that were that physical and violent off the field as well. but time of possession, you guys are second in the country. How much fun is it when you're controlling the clock like that on opponents, and how much do you feel like it helps this team?
Yeah, whenever we're able to impose our will and run the ball, we're going to have advantage of taking control of the game, and whenever we are able to run the ball, it opens a lot of the shots up deep and allows Mario and Yoel to go to work. But being able to control the tempo of the game is huge, and our plan to win and being able to run the ball is one of our keys to victory, so it's been great.
Coach Summerall pointed out you were over 40 minutes in this last game. That's the second time this year. How much do you feel like that helps the defense when you guys are out on the field?
Yeah, that's huge. I know that first drive was 21 plays and took up most of the first quarter. And so being able to get those guys off and give them a rest allows them to play to a high tempo, and obviously it reflects on the field the way they're playing right now.
You also had a really impressive reception on the sideline, as did John Summerall. But I really think, the reaction to him, it just showed how much this team has really rallied around him. And, being someone that was here previously, just how much do you feel like the buy-in is there? And that moment really did kind of show how much this team believes in John Summerall.
Yeah, definitely. I believe that the younger staff brings a lot more energy, and everybody's buying in. He'll walk up and down the field talking to us throughout practice, and with great conversations. All the families are always up here, so we get to know all the coaches' families and everything like that. And I feel like we build like a real connection with them, and it's great to know them.
Anyone else? Cool. Thanks, Josh.
Thank you all.